to figure out what the right amount of negative space is.
Right.
But I do get concerned with just like focusing on trying to make pretty books because I don't think that's what this is about.
そうですね。そうですね。
It'll be nice just from your own experience making these books.
Yeah.
Another thing also that I think is we'll talk about a bit more as a team is like look at the harmonium book now.
Yeah.
We now have a page of notes, a page of instruction manual, a map of harmonium, and the table of contents. This does not fit in a linear book.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
Like page 1,2,3,4, it starts to get real funky.
そうだね。
Real quick. And that's why I'm like a little bit concerned about this sort of linear storytelling. Of like, does it really make sense to build it out in this order? Or is there like,
確かにね。
so if you look at my Yijurso strategy prototypes, so this was like my idea of like, you have this base of the tree that is Yoma's secret drink making. You know, he has the first day get ingredients, second page, day, early days of fermentation. These are 2 books that he creates.
Okay.
And then somebody sees this and makes a new page that's best ways to ferment in that book. And then another friend of his makes other beer advice as a page. And it's like, this becomes a new category called brewing advice.
Right.
This is like almost like a chapter.
Right.
Right? And then it's like, oh shit, like we're really good at fermenting stuff. We're going to go make a fermenting thing. Separate book with these pages in here.
確かにね。
And then, for example, like I made that braiding ideas.
Right.
Thing, imagine that was an actual designer, and they're like, "Oh shit! Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a portfolio space, and I'm gonna go add this page."
ああ、なるほど。すごいわかりやすい。
So, like this sort of Idris. This is the tree.
Right.
Like the base of the tree is a space. The categories or chapters are boughs, almost like big
the
branches.
Big branches, yeah.
And then the little branches are the pages.
Right. Subspace, yeah.
So, which is like, so if the chapter is the journey, the page is like get ingredients, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And then another bow could be like, how to make beer.
Is this an actual model?
Oh, this is just me.
Oh,
shit up, yeah.
Oh, because it sounds like it is an actual.
No. This is like.
Oh,
I mean, it's similar to like a lot of like developer repositories.
いや、わかりやすいですね、これ。
And then the leaves are content at the
Right.
end of the branches. Like the lowest atomic unit, like the smallest unit, is the content that you actually do. But like こういうものをなんか全部同時にスタートこれでするのもちょっと I think it's tough. But yeah, like I do think like creating these like creating new ways to not just like go
なるほどね。
1, 2, 3, 4, but
さっ
like
きちょっと見えな
you
かった
can
けど、そういうこ
start
とか。
with the fermenting section and then go to Ryomakun's
確かにね。
journey versus like only starting here.
Okay, I understand it much better now.
Yeah, like this is the type of stuff I think we need to think about. And this is why I get concerned about page 1, 2, 3, 4 laid out the way that it is.
そうだね。
So,
まあこれもしかしたらページって今なってるからそういう考えだけど、
そう
これね
That's what Ryoma-kun was saying.
編集してまあテキストで名前を変えるだけだでももしかしたら全然変わる。
そうだね。
いやでも this makes sense だし、こうなってほしいですね。絶対に。
This is the goal. I don't know if we roll this all out at once.
ああいいっすねでも。
But I'm a little concerned that we're getting too swayed by books into
そうっすね。
like passive consumption mindset. So yeah, like I want you to chime in a little bit from like somebody who actually is designing these pages about your feedback, because I'm like I like that. We need to also get on the same page so we can brief Ryoma-san in the right way too.
リオ。確かにね。でも this is sort of the stuff we were talking about with the people at Mom when we're creating this book, because like I was like I started off with the first page Mom で次のページも Mom なのみたいな。いや次のページ何でもいいし、全然全く違うコンテンツ、でもその本をめくることによってなんかここにマムの思いが出てきたり、そっからなんかマムのページに載せた犬が可愛いからその隣に自分の犬を貼っちゃうとかの方が良くないみたいな話をみんなでしてて、でもう だからこそ you'll look through the pages more rather than you know this is a mom's page but you don't go to mom so you're not interested っていうのはなんか誰にとっても良くないからみたいな話をしてて確かに全くだからまあ we were having very similar conversations.
Same idea. Like I think that's why like I want us to like that's why I'm like so adamant about not using the word book. And like using the word space.
確かにそれからまあ本当そうっすよね間違いない。
Because now we're being like too tied down to book.
この順番にねもうそうっすよねそのイメージが強いですもんね本が。ああ確かにね。
So yeah. That's why that's why I want you to chime in. I get it though that this is the easiest thing for people to understand.
Right.
But I also think it's we need to dream a little bit bigger. Because I think even with the harmonium space,
right,
having this sort of old content is really cool. Like having a notes page somewhere.
そうだよね。それを見てお客さんたちもわこのノートからこう展示会が。
Like I know it sounds stupid, kind of maybe, but like the meeting notes
right.
for the art show that you went.
予算書いちゃったよ。まあでもそうですよね。Like no one posts it and like まあそれがなんでまあ載せないかっていうのはまあいろいろ別の話だとしても、なんかお客さんからしたらなんかこれって実は今私たちが見てるものの場所にこれがつながってんだとかっていうのは、まあてか新鮮だからこそ it's just like hard for us to even like understand right now, but it's like we are creating something new っていう意味ではやっぱそこの認識をマジで今整えないとなんかいろんなとこ行っちゃいそうな感じは。
I'm concerned that we're gonna make Canva.
そうっすよね。だからまあ画像に集中しすぎっていうのもあるかもしれないよな。
I don't know. I don't think so. I think once we start, like, I think once we start to bring different use cases in, like, I think when we have the part kanji doriru stuff like that, it will be much more
確かに
dynamic.
確かに。
But yeah, like, I get excited about everything like the same amount. I guess I get more excited about stuff that has multiple people. I think that's more about people connecting. I actually don't think we solve anything by just making a one-way magazine app. Like I think actually we do the same FOMO stuff that we're trying to fight against. By just making pretty magazines.
そうですね。そうですね。その
If this becomes like a cool platform for like cool kids in Tokyo to make influencers to make magazines.
Right.
なんかマジで大物になる。
まあそうっすね。
そう。
確かに。
Yeah. Okay. But to your point, like this is why we need to live this too. Like, and so if we go to the next page. So I started to just like kind of map out the things that should be on socials. And if we open just another tab here and look at the this week in Senspace, like in my heart of hearts, like I think everything in here is actually like a content bank for what can go on our stories and tweets. And we should be like much more aggressive about it. Like, you know? And I know you've done some of these actually. Like you posted this in your stories.
Oh yeah, on the stream, yeah.
So, but like ここに入ってるものすべて入れていい気がする。ストーリーズとか、in stories in X and stuff like that. And so like if we go to the sandbox page, so yeah, like meeting notes, like this analysis should definitely be on our IG, like we should post a link to this on our IG stories and our X account. And yeah, like stuff like this Yggdrasil architecture, like this stuff should be on our stories and X account. And yeah, like also one thing I wanted, you were good about it today, like we should be better about announcing when we're going on stream.
Right.
like I think we can work on that a bit, but that's a smaller thing that's easy to solve for. So yeah, so I think like right now we're doing a good job of like posting community books on our feed, but like really like even if it's just like what somebody's listening to today,
right?
Or like our coffee. I took a picture of this actually. 1 second. I took a picture because I was like, oh, this is unhealthy.
そうですね。
1 second. I had a very unhealthy breakfast this morning. So 写真撮った。おもろいと思って。避けるチーズとシードクラム。なんかこういうのとかをストーリーズとかに載せても like the mundane shit. Actually, this ramen is kind of crazy.
That looks good.
担々麺ラーメン with パイコ。But like, yeah, like all this stuff can go on our stories. I feel like it's almost like kind of breaking Instagram a bit.
Right.
なんか like I think also I'm curious to hear what you think. If you think it's annoying or interesting, like the idea that like we're like us posting a lot of really mundane things.
まあ多分やりすぎるともう見なくなる次のね、だからそこがむずいですね、そのバランスが。because when I see someone's stories with like the top dots, like there's like 20 of posts, I usually skip. But if it's そうなんですよ、そこむずまあ it depends on the content too. Yeah, それぐらいだったら全然まあ普通自然と。Because when you know you have like 20 things, like you know you have to like click through everything, so like you would sometimes. I mean, I always skip. だから、2、3個ぐらいだったら全然、いいと思う。そうですね。
And so like, I think just like us. Getting in a little bit more of the habit of okay, I think we're improving week to week. Like we're already making this week in Senspace.
Right. True.
It's only been 2 days.
True.
This is better than last week.
Last week was the last day, right? Yeah.
But we just thought of it midweek.
まあそうですね。
But I think like us getting good at clipping during the week and then adding the stuff into it.
まあでも this is mostly us, huh?
It's me.
It's just okay.
Like I pulled this quote from
Discord.
Yomaku at the bottom. He like ruined his quote at the bottom of it. Yeah, I thought all you have to say is AI 使いこなすのに人間性かなり大事な気がします。それだけでいい。それね。I think it's interesting.
まあそうですね。これにみんなちゃんとまあ1日絶対何かしてるから1日 2,3 個は多分載せられるんで。
It's easy. It's not super hard. Like even the shift over from like broken image to like this made me feel so good.
あ、それね。いや確かに。
I think there's still one broken image for some reason. どこだったっけ? Ah, here, North Pole. Yeah. Like going from.
あ、本当だ。
I think it's because the image is too big.
ああ。
So. But like going from this to the logo.
True. 全然違いますよね。
そう、だからこういうのとかもストーリーズに載せていいと思うね。それはないけど。
まあていうかそうですね、ストーリーズ、まあみんなチームだと、まあ this week in Senspace 入れてくれたら、I can, yeah, just, yeah.
Throw it onto stories.
そうですね。
And yeah, and I think if we can just get in a good habit of
right.
as a team,
right.
then I think we'll be in a really nice spot.
No, you're right. Yeah, そうですね。もうもうストリームはもう it's a habit now. So like, I don't even have to think about like setting up a stream for like our meetings anymore. But yeah, これhabit にしたいですね。ここやってくれたらめっちゃ僕、このアポロのこのアングルのやつとか確かにめっちゃウケんな。
I think also more IRL too, like you taking a picture of us three just now.
Yeah.
Like me taking a picture of Ant going like this.
Right.
Thank you for taking a picture of me and
I know, sorry.
Also, like, Dimash is the man.
いや、あいつ本当に。
I didn't know that much about him.
てか、
He like texted me afterwards, being like he had a lot of fun and he wants to talk to us more about what we're doing.
俺も it's the first time meeting him sober. That was the thing. And we're always like drunk and meeting us like in the streets, but like, いやめっちゃいいやつっすね。もう普通に帰りもちょっと話しながら駅まで行って。
Super down to earth, super smart,
ね。
super sharp.
Because he's always like, I was always be like, what do you do at work? He's like, みたいな感じで答えるからさ。
めっちゃ優秀。
うんね。
So yeah, I think like somebody good to have around. I think somebody we could do like they got to show up for in March.
Right.
We should try to do something
right.
with Senspace.
確かにね。
So, but yeah, that's why I think archiving old books is going to start to get important even soon.
Right.
Because like I do think when even like the top line now is starting to actually get good. Like we're going to start me and Benoit's new book club.
Right.
That'll be good. About the park. Strategy prototypes and day off. Like you already have like a pretty rock star
まあそうね。
lineup of first set of books that are like actually kind of interesting to look at.
これのテストとかも全部消してもらいたいですね。そうですね。アーカイブしてそうね。
Like stuff with just like very little
yeah.
content in it, and you can pull it up if you want.
Right.
You know, because like there'll be books that like you don't touch for years.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and then come back to later. But yeah, so if we want to talk about this tomorrow with the team.
そうですね。
So
yeah, let's do that.
And then also just get like Ryoma-kun especially more in the habit of streaming.
Right. 確かにね。それ普通に俺見てみたいもん。何やってるか。
Just like talking through what he's
ね。
building.
いや本当そこで新しいデベロッパーが入ってきて、これ熱みたいになってそこで作ったら超マジコンテンツとしてもその体験としても面白いし。I mean, Ryoma would have a hell of a time doing that. I feel like.
I mean, I streamed myself making a siege or so.
I saw that. Yeah.
So like stuff like that. It'd be great if Ryoma could do too. So like I think it's more of like a comfort level thing.
まあそうっすね。
So, but I think yeah. In either case, we should get people to add to This Week in Senspace and use that as a content bank for socials. That's easy, slam dunk thing. And you could see who added what. So if you want the original file, you can ask the person to
True.
send it.
Yeah. 確かにね、それめっちゃいい。
And so, he's just walking.
He bit my toe.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like, I think with the content calendar, I don't think we have to get that crazy.
まあそうっすね。毎日載せてくれたらもうcontent every day。そうですね。で、ストリームはまあ毎週水曜日出るし、まあ Week with Senspace は every Friday のポップオフだし。
Okay, cool. So I think that's like honestly content calendar. I think will solve itself.
Yeah, this whole book will.
So
this whole space
the big
will.
thing, just last thing on socials, is like we just need to drive more people to the Discord.
Right.
なんかそれさえできれば。
So yeah, so it was my bad. But I forgot to add. I've added the Discord link into our link in bio like a couple days ago.
Yeah,
but
fine.
before that, it wasn't in there.
No big deal. Well, I mean nobody's there now.
Yeah.
Anyway. So.
これからはだから join us on Discord.
そう。
でやっていきましょう。
So let's start to push people
Okay.
in the direction. So just for the sake of because we're talking about it now, is there anything that we can post today?
Wait, this is a new book, Perfect Days.
This is Ocean's book.
ああね。本当だ。I mean, the harmonium stuff is honestly something we could post today, but まだあんま載ってないな。
載ってないから早い気がする。
Secret Drink だね。
Secret Drink is a good one.
Yeah.
I think user like you could post the user
All right.
one. Fridays at the park we'll do tomorrow.
ぶっちゃけラーメンブックもいいけどね。
Bookもいいし。Yeah, I think. Which one do you want to do? We can also think of what we're gonna pull from this week in Senspace and put into stories too.
Secret Drink かな。
Okay. And so that'll be a post.
Yeah. 3ページ。
is there anything from Senspace that we want to post in stories?
Let's see.
I think we could post things like team meeting notes from this week.
あれでしょ? This is the... あれ? こっちか.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, like the Notion...
It's hard to click this.
Post very well.
あ、これか.
I think you have to pull it down.
そうですね。この Notion リンク.
And like, maybe even use Aporo as the background.
So,
like,
ストーリーだと、それだったらいけるわ. So,
using
like,
the...
using a post as a story はできなかったんだよね. Like, last time, I posted a screen recording of the Notion. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you were suggesting to use this week.
Yeah.
それがなんか, if it's like a post, it has to be at the top みたいな感じなんだよね. So, like,まあ, but yeah, we can use Apollo's photo.
Yeah, as the like story.
Yeah.
And then just put the link as
Yeah.
the meeting notes.
Yeah.
なんかそれぐらい、なんか I think it's cool for us to put our meeting notes up regularly and then call it meeting notes.
Okay.
結構新鮮な。
まあそうですね. No one, I've never seen anyone else do that, so.
そうそうそう。
OK, そうしましょう. And then, そうですね. YouTube は... Oh, wait.
Yeah, okay,
Are we streaming?
So
Okay.
Yeah, let me know if you have any questions before you post that. But sounds good to me. Yeah, in terms of YouTube, yeah, so what are your, so let's go, what are your thoughts? So I like your new cover a lot. I think it looks super nice.
いい感じですよね.
Like, what are your thoughts on how to drive it going forward? So you did this first episode. What are you thinking about for the second episode, or like third episode, actually?
もうsecond episodeこれをデジタル化してるのを、まあだから initially I was thinking about doing it on stream, but like どっちを見るかっつったら多分 YouTube のこういうやつの方がストリームよりは、もちろんストリームの YouTube 上げたとしても、まあなんかその長すぎるかもしれない。だったら、まあ YouTube 撮影しながら作っていくのがいいかなとは思ってる。Just me in my room making this into a digital, like, まあ Senspace, putting it on the Senspace app. っていうのが、まあ毎回そういう感じで続くのがいいのかもしれないけど、まあむずいっすね。明日のだから明日 YouTube 作ってもいいかなとも思ってる。
作るって
Film the YouTube content tomorrow for
right,
with the
so
park.
I think it also could be cool if you for the next episode.
Yeah.
You're saying okay. So a couple things. So I think that's a cool idea. I think you could also do it as like a screen recording, and do it I mean, you could do it as a screen recording too.
It's
Like
screen
I
record.
imagine in my mind like a fast-forwarded screen recording.
Oh, I see.
なんか I'm curious if like you making the
Ma,
digital book
そうね。
feels a little bit. I think it's good content, but I don't know if I actually think it's better on. People won't watch as much on stream, but I think it's more fit for stream, almost.
そうだよね。
As a
そうなん
medium,
ですよね。
so-
そうなんですよ
like, 'cause
ね。
it's like a lot less interesting.
Right.
Then-
Because it's like a...
Yeah,
It's
like
just-
I think it's cool as a screen record, like a fast-forwarded screen recording of you moving shit around on the screen.
Right.
Like I think it's I think it's actually more fit for.
まあストリームやな、それは。
I think yeah.
そうだね。ストリームっすね、それはどっちかっていうと。
Yeah, I think I would even say like I may look at the digital version that I made and bring it to mom, and that be the way to end the first episode. とかはちょっと面白い。
ああ、なるほどね。
そう。
確かにね。それでもありかもな。
Yeah. And like it's actually a fast-forwarded version Like, because it ends kind of abruptly.
Yeah, そうなんですよ。I was like,
so I think it could be cool if you get home and make the digital version.
It takes
fast forward the screen recording of it.
かかるんですよね。
Fast forward the screen recording of it, and then go back to mom and like show them the digital version. ちょっと面白いかもしれない。
まあね、それはできたら一番いいかもしれないな。
Or you just add it to the end of the YouTube video and fast as a like, cut down version of the stream.
Right.
But like my one like not concern, but like I almost feel like in my heart of hearts I want you to make that with the mom people.
Make the digital one?
In my heart.
だからもうフィジカルと全く違う新しいやつってこと？
So. In my like heart.
Right.
It's like it'd be cool for you guys to make the digital one together, because it's like it's not the point for you to go.
Yeah.
In theory, like go make the digital one yourself. In
まあ
which
そうなんで
case
す
it
よ
doesn't
ね。
have to be anything outside of streaming content.
Right.
Yeah. だからそれぐらいでいい気がする。
そうやな。むずいな。どっちがいいんだろうな。むずいっすね。どっちが。
I'm just sort of spitballing here. I don't. Yeah, it's a tough balance. Like I don't know if you necessarily have to put it on. I don't think it should be in the same. It should be the same length as what you do for the existing YouTube.
Right. いやでも
I think it's gonna be boring.
あれが動画があの終わり方じゃなくてそれがデジタル化されたやつが It's part of the YouTube video、でそれ終わった後に YouTube リンク貼って people can like access that、が一番理想的、
so then why don't you do that?
だから
So it's like a cut down version of you digitizing it at the end.
Yeah, and そうっすね、それが、まあ、スクリーンレコーディングしながら撮影してもいいし、だからね、ちょっと時間かかなきゃ明日はできないでしょ。
I think it could take some, like, I don't think this needs to be super rushed.
Right.
I care more about us getting 2-3 pieces of this week in Senspace up on our socials, more than like rushing your series to try to get it out.
そうっすよね。ただ一番時間かかるのはサブタイトルなんですよね。I don't know if you saw like how much
Yeah, it's a lot of subtitles.
It's crazy. It took me like, yeah, it's マジで時間かかるんだよな。あれがあるだけでもう一切話さなければいいのか。
Technically, yeah, if you don't speak.
ね、音もなしでもうスクリーンレコーディングだけ。So I don't even have to record myself like cutting the things out. Because that's also even the cover, like seeing like the text cut out、これも結構時間かかるんですよ。だからそれを全部やるって考えて、それをもう準備しといた上で撮影して just laying it out digitally だけをスクリーンレコードして、and I could just like 最後に like put the camera towards me and like これ今からじゃあSenspaceのアプリで作っちゃおうみたいな感じで作って終わる。で、I don't have to, yeah, まあそうね、実際にノエルとか店に行けたらいいけど、she doesn't work on weekends, so I have to wait till Monday now. Or my Friday, 1週間、Friday までに終わらせれれば。そうですね、まあでも、I'll end the video off with it becoming digitalized, so I'll post a link within the video so people can touch that. それが多分その出てくれた人にとっては一番嬉しい。
I think like it could be cool if the end credits are like you showing them the digital one. とか。
いや、本当はね。
本当はね。
そう、本当はね。でも、同じ人だ、まあなんかノエルだけには見せれると思うけど。
I can't have to be everybody.
Yeah.
I think just the fact that you're back there at the end.
まあ、let's aim Friday that I can go there and show it to them. そうですね、because I also want to add in like goodの情報だったり、マムの情報 into the video, which shouldn't take too long, それは。
Well, we'll do good another time.
Right? As in like I'm talking about them, so like I still want to like put their
cite it.
Yeah. まあそれもそんな時間はかかんないから。だからとりあえずそうですね。デジタル化することを、まあそれは普通にストリームでやって、 別にit doesn't have to be part of the YouTube video だから。
It's interesting because I was talking about this with Benoit today. And I heard this from a lot of people when we were doing NFT stuff. We were just like people in the creative scene here being like, ちょっと僕とか私アナログの人なんでって言う人結構多いんだよね。And the thing is the joke is that those same people are on their phones like 8 to 10 hours a day.
Right.
And so I actually kind of think it's not necessarily true, but it's more of like a mindset thing. Where it's like, I think that unless like people see how different the digital experience is, like I think it's hard to get as excited about it. And so it doesn't mean you need to go and show it to them.
Right.
But I think just the people who watch the YouTube should be able to see the digital.
いや、そうなんですよ。それは絶対そうしたかったから。
So yeah. So I think whether up to you for this, maybe if you don't end up going back on this episode and you just go back, maybe you go back in the next episode and it's kind of a
right.
It's a fun bonus of the next episode. That's fun too.
そうね。まあでも。Let's aim to do that, or I'll aim to do that this week. So, まあ明日がいないとして、まあ Thursday で行けるわ。もう Thursday.
Because we don't have any meetings with
Anne anymore.
And Thursday.
Because so Friday Anne なくなったのか。Because we met him today. Oh, so yeah, we could do it then.
Yeah,
Thursday work day. Digitalize everything.
Okay, and Friday you go over.
And then go over, and then maybe all can recommend me my next location.
Yeah.
Or まあ it could be まあグッドでもいいけど、まあそうっすね。そうしよう。それがね多分一番いいし、that will drive people to the app. I feel like.
Yeah.
Rather than like separating it and like making another video.
Yeah,
そうだね。そうだね。Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, thanks for saying that. I was actually thinking of like how am I gonna like show this to these people? でも YouTube 載せたら絶対出てくれた人たちは見たい。てかもうめっちゃ聞かれるから。いつ YouTube 出すのってノイルから連絡来たし朝。ちょっと待てよって言って。まあそうだね。Let's do that. そうだね。Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's it. All right. So then that's good. What are you? So for episode 2, are you thinking of doing like the park folks?
Honestly, anything like 何でもできると思ってるんで、なんか YouTube もちろん Day Off with Casper can be always the scrapbook making part, but I feel like we could still upload YouTube videos that has nothing to do with the scrapbook, but us like meeting up with friends and making a scrapbook.
And also, depending on what your schedule looks like, you could do the second video on Friday too.
True. With that's somewhere else, yeah.
なんかマムで見せてで次のところに。
そうだね。サタデーズ。
サタデーズでもいいし、it could be somewhere. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere.
It could be like more like 一人でもいいし、なんか誰かと。まあそうっすね。ちょっと木曜日にどれぐらい終わらせてやって。Yeah, I haven't really thought of like what episode 2 is, but like even like yesterday you were talking about like bring the camera, which I had my camera, but it wasn't just like good enough content for me to even like film anything. I thought I'll see more people I know. That would have been fun, but 一応銀座でI took a shot of me saying like, oh, I'm like in Ginza right now. I did this. でも、まあ、ちょっと違ったから、普通になんかセンスペースどっか行くときとか、even like when I go somewhere with you, それが別に YouTube, this will be just in that day off playlist. And we have the stream playlist right now, so like.
I mean, we could do like, are you coming on Saturday?
So I have to do my 確定申告.
Okay.
Like, I haven't worked on any of that, so. Yeah, if I could go on Saturday, yeah, I would do that.
Because that's a good one to do, and we could bring the scrapbook, the physical scrapbook.
そうだよね。
And like the people, like the booger flick.
そう、行けたら行きますけど、ちょっとまだ。
No, like it's not that's not less of a priority, but like.
いや普通に会いたいし、行きたいっちゃ行きたいから。If I can make it, I'll definitely bring everything, all the set.
Alrighty.
そうね、確かにそれいいかもね。2匹ともいるんだもんね。
You'll also be
Is
there.
it not raining this weekend? Hopefully it's not.
Even if it rains, we'll end up somewhere. Ben's clearly very excited about this book club, which I'm very excited about too. Like he's like posted it on every social platform.
Oh, nice. あ、土曜じゃなくて日曜だっけ？日曜か。あ、so it's sunny. Okay.
Yeah, Sunday is not too crazy for me. It's sunny?
Yeah.
Sunny?
Friday is
nice.
also sunny, so good
That's
thing.
gonna be like, it might be nasty out there. Like, not like Nejashito.
ああ、確かにね。
But,
まあ、they got tables and chairs and roofs and shit over there too, so 大丈夫でしょ。At least it's a little warmer on Sunday.
Okay. Cool. So, I'm gonna shoot to do, like, yeah, so, as you said, work on the physical book tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do that when I get home too. I'll start working on that. I already started, like, including the assets that we have in here. Started working on that.
I think the big thing here, to your point about not too many photos, but like, is video.
Right.
I think video and even audio. Like I think that will make this feel very different from. Like, were there any songs that were playing, or even like just put Somotopia up?
Yeah, ma, one thing I'm just scared is that the soundtrack, sometimes YouTube will like detect it and then will mute the whole video, as in it's like copyright issues.
Oh no, I was saying in the book.
Oh, in the book.
In the space, put a screenshot of the playlist.
No,
put a Tyler.
Right, or anything.
in the space.
So in the dish, だから、まあ一個やろうとしてたのは、まあフル YouTube 動画が入ってる。That's already like for people who's like, oh what, like we actually you can see it in here っていうのがあるから、まあそれはそのめっちゃデジタルだからこそできるところ。And maybe I'll ask Noah, what were you playing on that? Did you have a playlist there? And then we can maybe put the playlist in there. Or like some of the artists. Yeah, there's actually a lot of other content that didn't go into my YouTube video, so that's what I was going to put in there as well. Because there's like, 5-hour worth of content. So I was going to put those in there. And then... まあでもなんかそういう感じでデジタル上のやつはちょっと変えて、
I might also pose a question to, even if it gets answered or not, like pose a question to the people at Mom.
確かに。
And like have something that they can contribute to
確かに確かに。
in the space.
そうだね。
それがやっぱ、
それいいね。だから金曜日行ってノエルにプラスでなんかこのアプリ紹介し、まあ it could be off the camera, just show it to her. Maybe you can say like you can print a QR of this, and then whenever you have other friends come over, they can add it onto this.
But because I think this is part of the Casper space, so I think there's that element. But I think more so like, I don't know, like what, like, that's just an example, but like post a picture of your favorite customer from that day.
Right.
And like have Noelle post her favorite
確かにね。
customer とかなんかそういうのとかなんか
そうですね。
How do you get people, like is there a fun way to get mom people to also add to the digital version of the physical scrapbook みたいなで just 感覚的にso that it feels like a two-way, not just a one-way.
Right. 確かにね。
Because I think then it's okay that you're making the initial space on your own. Because they can then add to it afterwards. So you're just making the the foundation.
そうっすね。確かに。
Granted, it's a week ago, so.
Right. まあ。順番的にturn all the assets into a digital asset and then 最初は unlisted でちょっと自分でもう作っちゃってで YouTube ビデオを終わらすそれで I have to record that put that in the YouTube make the YouTube link private for now upload it into here. I think like I gotta just like think about like the orders I do. Yeah. But and then まあとりあえず Friday に向けてそれができるように。
I wouldn't worry about releasing this till like end of next week.
まあそうですね。
I mean maybe like it's up to you actually. Like you could 取りためる like 3 or 4
まあそうだ
episodes
ね。
and like release it after Harmonium
True.
even. なんかそれぐらいの頻度で全然問題ないと思う。
しかも今パークとあれが出てくるしね。
Harmonium が出てくるから you could just get episodes together and also by then we should have a Senspace logo.
True.
So that's an option.
確かにまあ一旦とりあえずまあ作れるだけ作っといて、でちょっと様子見て。
So yeah, I in my mind like I would love to get the YouTube stuff out right around the later because I think it kills like it's like as we talked about it's like it does a lot of things for us, but I also think like it's nice to have a few episodes in stock.
Yeah, you're right. それは間違いない。
So, but I think also the only thing I might say, just sorry, I'm gonna go against myself, but like it's nice to be able to show the next person the first episode.
いやそうなんですよ。だし。There's people waiting for this YouTube video to be out already.
そうかそうか。まあじゃあ、
だから
目標として来週の半ば
そうだね。半ばとか
like right
に
before the park.
あげれたら、
Like
あげて、
if the music stuff for the park, I mean it's a lot, but like if the park goes out, it starts on Thursday, like trying to get this out by Tuesday, just to give like one day in between. Tuesday of next week.
Right.
It's like a week from now.
ああ、だしエピソード2逆にパークのスタジオで we were thinking of doing like the physical scrapbook, but like I could just take it in and then like if そこで作っちゃうのがありかもしれない。でもデジタルのやつね難しいか。俺が勝手に作ればいいか。俺が勝手にね思い出の写真をいっぱい撮っといて、でまあそれがアーティストに見れるし、いやむずいよな。Cause there's anotherちょっと考えたいですね。
I think we should think about it a little more. I would be more inclined to say, like these are just ideas, and this is like maybe you pick Ryo.
Yeah.
And do Ryo Nakamura before like during the park.
Right.
And it's like a bit of a different angle than like the park.
なるほどね。
It's more like Ryokun specifically. That's just an idea. But it's still a little, like I think it's I think making a parallel physical scrapbook for the park is cool. It's cool. Like,
oh, actually, I wasn't thinking of it as parallel at all. Like it was just like me in the studio with the people that are performing.
Yeah, like I think you can make. I guess like I think. Oh, so this is where I actually think the Senspace app is not a scrapbook to some extent. Where scrapbooking is one use case. Is like your scrapbook will look very different from the Senspace scrapbook because the Senspace will be more of like inspiration.
Right. 確かにね。
This will be like a photo album.
そうだからそういうイメージでアーティストも知らない時に俺が実は作ってましたみたいなのがまあコンテンツとしても出るし、まあ for the artists they can like kind of look back at it too. だからまあ一応持ってって、if it works out, if it doesn't,
Okay, I like it.
だからもう完全に違うアングル is like my experience at a music studio filled with musicians and the park video itself is different and this is just like from my perspective.
Okay, cool. I like it.
あ、それいいかもね。でも面白いかも。
いいと思う。
Cause likeまあみんながレコーディングしたら誰かしらはいるから、まあ。いいと思う。And it could feel, and I could also add in stuff of like me and Itaru at like 2 a.m. Our eyes are like super like dark here and like we're just like editing, but we're also like filming and stuff into the YouTube video part too. だからlike behind the scenesみたいな。behind the scenes.
Okay, cool.
まあでもそう YouTube はぶっちゃけまあ any event, anything happening, I'm gonna be carrying around in the camera. So like I'm just trying to get in the habit of like filming it. So
I think it's like it's like kind of not scary, but like, you know, even I think like the mentality with streaming and with your YouTube show and with our socials, it's actually all the same. It's like just capturing everything,
right,
and recording everything,
まあそうっすね
and clipping it,
うん
and then celebrating it.
You're right.
And so I think like if we just take that same mentality to the socials, to meetings, to what you're doing for the YouTube,
Yeah.
それでいいと思う。
だし俺明日そうだから明日のテッドとのミーティング終わった後にI'm actually going into a podcast
そうなんだ
that my friend is doing でまあなんかスマブラ持ってきてって言われたから I don't know what we're gonna do だからそれがそこで一個作れるかも YouTube content too because I'm gonna be I have this tomorrow for here anyways so see the vibe and maybe that can be another YouTube episode so yeah so まあ全然なんかいろいろできそう
Okay.
Mm.
Alright. So yeah, so target first episode next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So a week from now. That gives us a little bit more time.
いいと思います
Cool.
Yes.
Alright. Well, this is a big day today. So take a breather here. And then yeah, if you don't mind, and I don't want you to say anything that you don't believe in either.
Yeah
But like I hearing what you're saying, I think it actually goes counter to some of the things they're saying in product feedback. So I want to get your product feedback from the making side.
Right OK です OK ですそうっすねまあ明日ここで話してもいいし
I want to say it before we talk to Leo.
OK じゃあ今日中に
I can yeah I mean yeah we can I wanna
And you can be like just
so in terms of the brief that's gone to Leo, I'm not in the group with you and
I'm not in the group
oh alright we need to make a group with all of us because this is like kind of getting confusing. Alright. Okay.
そうだね
Yeah, let's so we can take it from this tomorrow. I'll reply in the chat and then we can go from there.
You could tag me too like just
We'll just say we talked about it.
Yeah and I'll talk yeah 俺なんか言おうとしたんだっけなんだっけ Wait what was that Oh tomorrow by the way Rio is gonna be eating lunch at Hoff
Okay.
with Takuro
Okay.
They're trying to go there like noonish so ideally I guess he wanted to have lunch with us
We can probably do it.
So I told him like we could probably
Yeah.
we'll be here from like 10 anyways
We should do lunch on stream with
Rio and Takuro Okay
and all the chicken comes and
Okay so let's do that then
not necessarily on stream but on video.
でも明日あれかリオマが10時に来るって言ってたっけ Is he coming here or is this online?
Oh yeah, it's in person.
So this is in person.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's in person.
そうなんだよだからこれがまあでも I don't know how long he's gonna be here.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that.
だからまあ昼までに終わったなら全然飯行けるよって言っといた I told him that we have a meeting from 10 but we'll be in the area と言ってるから depending on what time the meeting ends
I think we should be able to meet him.
まあ
We're saying worst case we're gonna be 15 minutes late.
Yeah OK じゃあそうしましょうそんな感じで And then yeah I guess in terms of like Ted too I guess hasn't been really active yet.
He hasn't replied but I don't see why he wouldn't have updated.
Right まあそうっすよね
So だから、I think it's more about scheduling everything else.
Because the earlier the logo comes out like I can finally use the official logo.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
もうほんとそれだけ
I mean also for stuff like Harmonium and
Right
it'd be nice to have
今月特にねいろいろあるから
But yeah, let's see what he says.
Okay.
I also like I think now we're ready. I kind of like the fact that we haven't had one to some extent. Like just 時間 playing around with this tool. We're starting to see the flavor.
まあそうですね。ストリームでも今作成中って言ってみんなでフォント並べたりしたから。OK です。
はい。Good stuff.
Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Thank you, thank you. Did I give you the other book?
No, I did not receive it yet. なんでこんな感じなんで明日もね昼過ぎぐらいから昼頃からザ・パークのメンツとここでパークに向けてのフライヤーだったりいろいろ作成していきたいと思いますのでまた明日